Gymnosperms are vascular plants that are termed after the Greek words gymnos and sperma, that collectively means naked seeds. This is because gymnosperms reproduce by means of ovules, or the immature seed, which are not enclosed by a carpel layer at the time of pollination. These seeds develop either on the surface of scales or leaves, which are often modified to form cones, or they may remain solitary. Gymnosperms have a total of 88 genera and more than 1,000 species around the world. They are classified into 4 divisions, namely Cycadophyta, Coniferophyta, Ginkgophyta, and Nidophyta. Pteridospermials and Chordatalis are also part of the gymnosperms but are now extinct. Gymnosperms are dominant in the Mesozoic era, which was about 252 million to 62 million years ago. The living gymnosperms are woody, evergreen perennials that grow as shrubs or trees. In most gymnosperms, the male pollen cones, called microstrobili, contain reduced leaves called microsporophylls. Microsporangia, or pollen sacs, are born on the lower surfaces of the microsporophylls. Within the microsporangia are cells which undergo meiotic division to produce haploid microspores. Female ovulate cones, called megastrobili, may be born on the same plant that bears microstrobili or on separate plants. A megastrobilus contains many scales, called megasporophylls, that contain megasporangia. Within each megasporangium, a single cell undergoes meiotic division to produce 4 haploid megaspores, 3 of which typically degenerate. A pollen tube emerges from the pollen grain and grows through the megasporangium toward the egg-containing structure called the archegonium. By the time the pollen tube reaches the archegonium, both the egg and the sperm are fully matured, and the egg is ready to be fertilized.
As mentioned earlier, the gymnosperms have 4 different divisions that are still existing at present. These are Cycadophyta, Coniferophyta, Ginkgophyta, and Gnatophyta. Cycadophyta, more commonly known as cycads, possess 10 to 11 genera and 305 species that are scattered worldwide but are more centered in equatorial regions. Cycads are palm-like, cone-bearing plants with plump stems and leathery feather-like leaves and are low in stature. There are only 2 families under Cycadophyta, namely Cycadaceae and Zamiaceae. Cycadaceae only has 1 genus, the cycas. On the other hand, some of the representative genera under Zamiaceae include Bowenia, Microzamia, and Encephalartos. Plants under Cycadophyta are used as food in the form of sago, kaffir, and seed starch. They also have medicinal purposes, wherein the young seeds of the plants are used as remedy for bowel complaints. Lastly, they are also considered to be a source of fiber, which are used in making pillows and mattresses. Coniferophyta, more commonly known as conifers, are characterized by their highly branched trees or shrubs, and this makes them distinct from the cycads. The leaves are scale-like and are seen to be broad and large. Most of the conifers produce pollen cones and seed cones on the same individual. There are 7 families included in this division, namely Pinaceae, Cupressaceae, Podocarpaceae, Araucaceae, Phylochadaceae, Trodopitiaceae, and Taxaceae. Here are some of the representative genera for the families under Coniferophyta. For Pinaceae, we have Pinus, Cathaya, and Chuga. Family Araucaceae includes Araucaria, Wollemia, and Agathis. For Podocarpaceae, we have Phylocladus, Podocarpus, and Dactycarpus. As for Cyathopitiaceae, it includes only 1 genus known as Cyathopithis. Cupressaceae includes the following genera: Sequoia, Cryptomeria, and Thuja. Lastly, family Taxaceae includes Torreya, Taxus, and Cephalotaxus. Conifers are often used in timber and paper production. They also contain organic chemicals used in producing paint or oil. Ginkgophyta or ginkgophytes are dioecious, deciduous trees with fan-shaped leaves, branches with many spore shoots, and stems with extensive secondary growth. This division is represented by only 1 living species, Ginkgo biloba, under family Ginkgoaceae. 2 of 3 genera of ginkgophytes, the ginkgoids, and Bayera, are extinct. The seeds of Ginkgo biloba can be roasted and used as an ingredient in food and soups. Its leaves and nuts may also serve some medicinal purpose by treating asthma, cough, bronchitis, and digestive and urinary complications. Lastly, the wood from Ginkgo biloba may also be used in making furniture. Gnatophyta or gnatophytes are different from other gymnosperms because of the presence of both tracheids and vessel elements in their xylem tissue. Plants are trees, shrubs, or lianes. While leaves are simple, opposite or whorled, most are dioecious with flowers and compound strobili. Each family under Gnatophyta includes one genus, Ephedra for Ephedraceae, Netum for Netaceae, and Welwitschia for Welwitschaceae. Plants under Gnatophyta may be used for treating asthma, bronchitis, cough, and colds. They are also discovered as cure for syphilis and rheumatism. People in Tibet also use gnatophytes as fuel, while others use them as ornaments. In the end, although angiosperms are currently more dominant, gymnosperms still occupy many large areas around the world.